America just flipped the switch back on for Ukraine's weapons pipeline. After days of uncertainty that left Ukrainian forces wondering if their next shipment of missiles would ever arrive, the Pentagon confirmed that arms deliveries are flowing again. But this isn't just about boxes of ammunition crossing borders. It's about a deadly game of political chess where every pause could mean the difference between holding the line or watching another city fall. Picture this. You're a Ukrainian soldier manning a HIMARS rocket system near the front lines. For 2 years, these truck-mounted launchers have been your equalizer against Russia's massive military machine. Then suddenly, word comes down that America might stop sending the rockets that feed your weapon. That's exactly what happened when the Trump administration hit pause on weapons shipments, including those critical Patriot interceptor missiles that have been the only thing standing between Ukrainian cities and Russian hypersonic missiles screaming through the sky at 10 times the speed of sound. The timing couldn't have been worse. Russia had just launched its largest aerial assault since the war began, and Ukrainian air defenses were running dangerously low on ammunition. Every Patriot missile matters when you're facing Kinzhal hypersonic missiles that most defense systems can't even track, let alone destroy. Back in May 2023, Ukraine made history by shooting down 6 of these supposedly unstoppable weapons in a single engagement. But without a steady supply of interceptors, that capability vanishes. Here's what makes this weapons flow so critical. Since June 2022, Ukraine has received about 40 HIMARS systems from the United States. These aren't just any artillery pieces, they're precision strike weapons that can drop a 200-pound warhead within 10 feet of a target from 50 miles away. Ukrainian forces, often operated by soldiers barely out of their teens, have used these systems to destroy over 400 Russian targets, including command posts, ammunition depots, and troop concentrations. In the early days, just 8 HIMARS systems destroyed 30 Russian command stations and ammunition facilities, forcing Russia to completely reorganize how they position their logistics. But war is a constant technological arms race. Russian electronic warfare has started degrading HIMARS' effectiveness, sometimes causing missiles to miss by more than 50 feet. That might not sound like much, but when you're trying to hit a specific building or vehicle, it's the difference between mission success and wasted ammunition. The Russians have even claimed to have destroyed several HIMARS launchers, though Ukraine cleverly deployed wooden decoys that attracted at least 10 expensive Russian cruise missiles. The Patriot systems face their own challenges. Ukraine currently operates about 6 of these advanced air defense batteries, but President Zelensky says they need at least 25 to properly defend their airspace. Each system is incredibly complex and expensive. Lockheed Martin can only produce about 500 interceptor missiles per year, even running at maximum capacity. When a single Russian missile barrage can force Ukraine to fire dozens of interceptors, you can see how quickly the math becomes unsustainable. This is where politics enters the battlefield. Under the Biden administration, Ukraine received a steady flow of over $62 billion in security assistance. The philosophy was simple: give Ukraine what it needs to defend itself. But the Trump administration brought a different approach, implementing multiple pauses in aid shipments. The latest freeze came after Pentagon officials reviewed American weapons stockpiles and concluded they'd been depleted too much. The message from the White House was blunt: America's interests come first. The impact of these political decisions ripples directly to the front lines. When aid was paused for 9 months in 2024 due to congressional gridlock, Ukraine watched helplessly as Russia destroyed critical infrastructure, including the Trypillia thermal power plant. Every delay in weapons shipments translates to real consequences: more successful Russian strikes, more Ukrainian casualties, more territory potentially lost. What's particularly interesting is how this weapons flow has shifted the entire nature of the conflict. Before HIMARS arrived, Russia could park its ammunition dumps and command posts just out of reach of Ukrainian artillery. Suddenly, nowhere within 50 miles of the front was safe. Russian commanders had to push their logistics further back, making it harder to supply frontline troops. It's like trying to run a restaurant when your kitchen keeps getting moved further from the dining room. The recent resumption of weapons shipments includes more than just headline systems like HIMARS and Patriots. We're talking about 155mm artillery shells, anti-tank weapons, air-to-ground munitions for Ukraine's F-16 fighters, and countless spare parts that keep existing systems operational. War isn't just about the big-ticket items, it's about maintaining a constant flow of everything from bullets to batteries. Europe has stepped up significantly, with some reports showing they've actually surpassed the United States in total military aid to Ukraine for the first time. The Polish logistics hub in Rzeszów has become a critical artery, funneling weapons from across NATO into Ukraine. But everyone knows that American support remains the backbone of Ukraine's defense. When that support wavers, even temporarily, it sends shockwaves through Ukrainian defensive lines. The human element in all of this can't be ignored. Those HIMARS operators, often just 18 to 20 years old, can learn to operate these sophisticated systems in about a week. They've become so effective that Russia has declared HIMARS a high-priority target, deploying everything from cruise missiles to Iranian-supplied drones to hunt them down. It's a deadly game of cat and mouse, where Ukrainian crews use shoot-and-scoot tactics, racing to a firing position, launching their rockets, and speeding away before Russian drones can find them. Looking forward, the situation remains fluid. The Trump administration says it wants to end this war, but the path to peace remains unclear. Ukraine has agreed to discuss a potential 30-day ceasefire, but Russia hasn't shown much interest in anything short of total victory. Meanwhile, weapons continue to flow through that Polish hub, each shipment buying Ukraine more time to defend itself. What do you think about America's on-again, off-again approach to arming Ukraine? Does putting America first mean scaling back support, or does helping Ukraine defend itself ultimately serve American interests? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. The bottom line is this: modern warfare runs on logistics as much as courage. Every time those shipments pause, Ukrainian defenders feel it on the front lines, and every time they resume, it's literally a lifeline arriving just in time. In this high-stakes game, where politics, technology, and human lives intersect, the flow of weapons from America to Ukraine might just determine whether democracy survives on Europe's eastern edge. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.